As the elevator doors opened, I realized I was on the wrong floor. But the man inside smiled at me and said, "I've been waiting for you."
A werewolf undergoes a transformation during the full moon, but to their surprise, they turn into a giant poodle instead of a wolf.
The scientist had finally done it, a machine that could turn anything into its opposite. Excitedly, he tested it on a rock, turning it from solid to liquid. But when he turned it on himself, disaster struck. He was turned inside out, his organs now on the outside of his body.
A man walked into a store and asked the cashier for a pack of gum. As the cashier turned to grab the gum, the man suddenly vanished into thin air. The cashier was stunned and confused, but as he turned back to the register, he noticed a $100 bill on the counter. Written on the bill was a message. "Thanks for the gum. I owed you this."
A young girl is home alone, sitting on her couch watching TV. Suddenly, she hears a strange noise coming from the basement. She cautiously walks down the stairs to investigate, but finds nothing out of the ordinary. As she turns to head back upstairs, she hears the noise again. This time it's louder and more menacing. She looks back and sees a pair of glowing eyes staring back at her from the darkness. She screams and runs back up the stairs, slamming the door behind her, hoping whatever is down there doesn't follow her up.
The haunted harpist's music was beautiful but deadly. Anyone who listened to it for too long would become trapped in a never-ending nightmare. But when a brave young hero stepped forward to face the harpist, they discovered the secret to breaking free from the nightmare's grasp.
A group of friends enjoying a lovely picnic in the park on a sunny day. But when it's time to leave, they realize they're missing one of their shoes.
Kim Kardashian joins American Horror Story as an actor. But as filming progresses, strange things begin to happen on set. Doors slam shut on their own, objects move on their own, and eerie whispers fill the air. As the crew investigates, they discover that the set was built on a cursed land and the spirits are not happy about the show's production.
A man walks into a store and picks up a jar of pickles. He examines it closely, trying to find the perfect jar. Suddenly, the pickles start speaking to him. They beg him to free them from the jar, claiming they've been trapped for months. The man is shocked, but decides to help the pickles. He opens the jar and watches in amazement as the pickles crawl out and transform into tiny aliens. The aliens thank the man and fly off into space, leaving him in shock and awe.
A twisted, demonic version of Santa Claus with horns and a sack full of skulls comes down the chimney to punish naughty children. They won't be getting any presents this year.
In the scorching desert, a snowman made of fire stood tall. But as the sun beat down on him, he slowly started to melt until he was nothing but a puddle of water.
It's time for the moment you've been waiting for. Da, da 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 da. Dee dee da 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 da. Da 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 la da 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 who da 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 dee dee da dee dee da dee da dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da dee dee da dee lee da da de do dee who dee do dee do dee do dee do dee do dee do da dee da dee da. Preparing the Krabby Patty.
Dr. Fang, the vampire dentist, always had a strange way of practicing dentistry. But when his patients started disappearing, the town realized he was taking more than just a bite out of their dental problems. Turns out, Dr. Fang had developed a taste for human blood, and his dental practice was the perfect cover.
The boy loved his snow globe, but one day he accidentally broke it. As the glass shattered, he realized to his shock that he too was made of glass and snow. The snowman beside him suddenly came to life, offering to help him escape the shattered globe. But as they stepped outside, they both melted under the sun's heat. The end.
The forest was unlike any other. All the trees had eyes, and they were staring straight at the viewer. The deeper one went, the more the trees closed in, until there was no escape.
Fizzy the farting fish loved nothing more than making his underwater friends laugh with his outrageous gas. But one day, he let out a fart so powerful that it sent him flying out of the water and into the air.
Bobby Lee walked into a bar with a parrot on his shoulder. The bartender asked, "What's with the bird?" Bobby replied, "Oh, he's my wingman." The parrot then said, "Actually, he's my ride."
A foodie was in heaven as she savored each bite of her perfect ramen bowl with all its intricate textures and steam. However, she was unaware of the unthinkable horror that awaited her. The meat in her bowl was human flesh. Her appetite turned to revulsion as she realized the true nature of her meal.